All right, y'all. First tournament of the season, 2026. This is the NSKA event on Greers Ferry. So, the water's still pretty cool right now, although it is warmer than it was last weekend. I'm already seeing about 51 right now. So, these fish should be in their pre-spawn phase right now, you know. So I think some of them are going to be moving up shallow, and I'll probably be fishing most likely in that 8 to 12 foot range, but you never know. I may end up moving up shallower than that. But I don't know, this one's kind of a toss-up. I have a few different ideas, but nothing I can really say that I'm gonna focus on. I'm just gonna go out here and fish and see what happens. So let's see if we can put something together. There we go. Doesn't feel like a real big one, but we'll take it. Yeah, he's starting to pull a little bit. Another one. Come on, get out of that tree. All right. All right, we may be onto something. Finally. Only took us 3 hours into the tournament, but hey, better late than never. All right. Yep, I think this might have been the right idea. Don't know if we're going to catch enough to possibly cash a check, but we're going to give it a go. All right, another one. Feel like we're getting ourselves a little pattern here in this stained water. I was really hoping this would pay off for us, and it's looking like it is. And we got our limit. one's a little bit better. Yeah, he's definitely an upgrade. I mean, they're all about the same size, but man, they are stacked up in here. Hold on, bud. All right. I don't know he's gonna help us. Let's see. No, just a little bit too short. So if you guys can see this creek that's flowing in right here, this is the reason why I came back here. I had looked on an app that I use that shows how much water is flowing through a creek, and I found that this one right here looked to be flowing the most of any that were in the area that I was fishing. And I thought about coming back here first thing this morning, but it was going to be probably about an hour-long trip up here. So I figured I would just fish everything else, kind of work my way back here. But the reason why I wanted to come back here is because we just had some rain yesterday, quite a bit. And I figured that this creek would be flowing and that the water back here would be stained. And a lot of times when you have these creeks flowing in, you get a lot of nutrients. It draws in bait fish, it draws in the bass. So yeah, I just had a feeling about this one, but I thought that I would just save it till the end of the day. And man, it's been pretty good. I mean, they haven't been big, but they've been consistent, and it helped us put together a limit. Damn it. One. Come on, bud. Come on over here. Might be a little bit of an upgrade. Smallest fish is 14 inches. Let's see what this guy measures. Might be able to get 14 and a half out of them. Yep, unfortunately these guys are just carbon copies of each other. Just all about that same size. Yeah, he won't even make our upgrade. Another chunky spot. But y'all, it is 3:03, which means that that fish wouldn't have counted anyway because the tournament's over. But catching these spotted bass around these docks has been pretty fun. I may even just stay out here for a little while and fish some more. So just a quick recap on the tournament. It was a pretty tough day, you know, early on. Caught those 2 smallmouth in that standing timber. Thought I might be onto something, but just nothing happened after that. So we went back in that creek and had that, you know, fresh, you know, stained water flowing in there. Caught them pretty good on a spinnerbait. And then after that, I kind of went back out a little bit into some deeper water and got on those boat slips and was catching them pretty good on that. But, you know, just couldn't get the size we needed. We ended up finishing kind of middle of the pack, like 13th out of 24. So, you know, it was a decent first tournament of the year. But, you know, fishing that, you know, real clear water is just not really my deal. But, hey, you know, it is what it is. Next tournament we got coming up, fishing with Kayak Bass Anglers of Arkansas on White Oak Lake. Really looking forward to that one. White Oak, you know, puts out a lot of big bass and should be more my style of fishing, I think. You know, power fishing, you know, fishing that kind of shallower stained water. So, you know, we'll see what happens on the next one. But until then, y'all be good.